Hi gentlemen, I'm going to start this Brazilian times. Good day to everyone. Today is 30th December 2026, 35 I'm sorry, and after a couple of months I am here to start this video recording for everyone. After a long time you can say I am here with you. Regret for that because Facebook has changed its policy, and you can see that drawing is here, which is something you may say. You can say here, let me see. First of all, this drawing is here. This is a scheme that I have been working on. Before going further, I would like to say my name is Engineer Suraj Singh. You must have seen many videos. I think thousands of videos I produced in past years. And this video is after a couple of months, and this is for something new. I've been working on for a couple of months, and I think in fact I worked long back. मैंने बहुत पहले इस पे काम शुरू किया था. शायद बहुत से आप पैदा भी नहीं हुए होंगे तब की बात मैं कर रहा हूँ. ये तब मैंने काम शुरू किया था, बहुत पहले कागज़ पे शुरू किया था पहले मैंने ये. I started this on papers in 90s. However, I'm not going to remind that. I'm just going to tell you something about this scheme. ये स्कीम हमारे देश के बारे में है. इसमें एक हाउसिंग प्रोजेक्ट कह सकते हैं आप, या आप कह सकते हैं सिटी, ए स्मॉल सिटी और टाउन. It's going to be produced, but by whom I don't know. I'm just working on this. I've been working on this for a couple of months, and before that, a couple of years I've worked. And also in 90s I worked on papers. Now I'm producing on a computer with new thinking, because I'm a civil engineer, and I think about structures, I can think about services, I can think about aesthetics, and whatever you can say. This drawing, which is you can say on AutoCAD, here is something which I start with, and that is, you can say here is a commercial, or you may say this is like something which people may say a kind of district center. If I just put a pan on this and try to show you like this, this was first complex I designed or produced on papers, and this is India, a beautiful nation. This is in fact commercial type, office type building, not exactly industries, but office type, like so many places are there in our country and all over the world. India is title on top, A is another one, then beautiful is here, and nation, INDIA, A, BEAUTIFUL, NATIO, and India, a beautiful nation. These are actually buildings, I shape, N shape, D shape, I shape, etc. And road work has been shown. This is just I'm trying to show to you what is in my mind. This may not be clear to you at this moment, but I have got three-dimensional all prospects for this. I have got that one, and it's very attractive. In fact, it's too attractive. If you think it that way, it's too attractive, and its attraction can be checked in with. I'm talking about our country, which has got faiths, various faiths, and I'm calling it India, or you in Bharat, in India also I have worked out, but this was very first, and that's what I'm saying. It has got, you can say, for example, there are carports in this. This is carport, or carport I'm calling. You can call multi-story or multi-level car parks, where parking is done. And one is here for cruciform, on top of which, I mean, building is same, but on top and roof I have written for information only that this is, say, for Christianity, this is for Sikhism, Sikh Panth, and this is for Vedas or Om, and here is 786. Generally people call 786 in our country, but it has got no relevance. Even then I have written this. Same way I can say, I'm not going to tell more about this, I'm just going to inform you, means what I'm going to do. Same way there is another one, this is Bharat Mata. You can say this is Bharat Mata, this is for residential purpose. There is only one, this is a commercial one. There's another hotel, I'll show you that also, what list is there. And before going further, I like to show you a list what I'm talking about and come back to this one. Go on. And here is may say, it is that one. this is here. I'll show you another one, and that is in Excel, and here is that one. I'll go to show you that one now. Problem is this doesn't take. Yes, this is that one. This is Excel sheet. I've written integrated complex, and if I just blow it up a little, I'll find it should be better than that. दिस इज, इसमें क्या है, मैं हिंदी में भी कुछ कुछ बोलूँगा ताकि लोगों को माइंड ना हो. इंडिया टाउन की कुछ डिटेल दी हुई हैं इसमें. सम डिटेल्स आर be about 10 kilometers long. In fact, I have written 6980, but it is old one. In between 8 and 10 length of the plot is, and width is about say 6 or 8. Now it is 4, 7 here. But it will expand. It will more than 6,000 hectares or more than that. Here is residential mansion, for example, listed. For example, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu. These are the letters of in shape which buildings will be constructed. SHI is Shiva, for example, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu. Other one is Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Bharat, Mata, Sabka Mandir. I cannot show exactly what it is because I cannot show all files on AutoCAD. That's why I put this talk in part 1. This is part 1. I'm going to talk to you. I don't know how many parts there should be, but I will talk about this project, this scheme. You might say not project yet, it's not started, but this is a scheme. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Bharat, Mata, Sabka Mandir, and then it is Muhammad Ibrahim Ismail, this was Islam, and then there's Quran Sharif, and after that is Bismillah, then Allahu Akbar, Mahavir Swami for Jainism, Namaste, Salam, Sat Sri Akal, you can say Namaste, Salam, Sat Sri Akal, Nanak Naam, Jahaj, Pyare, after that is Jupiter, Mercury, and after that is sun, sky, sun, moon, star, and after that is 7, heaven, Sat Samudra we call, the Sat Swarga we call it, Vaishno Devi, and rainbow, after that is Mother Teresa, then Hanuman. I cannot write God Hanuman because it takes lot, and still buildings are too large. Tipu Sultan, Father Gandhi, Venus, then Brahmastra, Om Namo, Mahabharat, Vivek Anand, Vishwamitra, Mahakali, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram is also there. I didn't add in that. Jai Mata Ki, Ramayana Gita, Chintapurni, Annapurna, Saraswati, Naina Jwala, Mahalakshmi, Pavan, Parvati, 15 August, Jesus Christ, Gautam Buddha, Guru Granth, Lord Krishna, swastik star shape means, swastik, that is, you take in a way swastik star, it is a kind of that, and the swastik cruciform, combination of this swastik and cruciform. Then E series is a kind of series in which E is A, and then Y series in shape of Y, and of course then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. These are letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In one line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8, 0. Then pistol shape, looks like pistol, though exactly not pistol. Then T shape, and after all, Bharat Mata in Hindi I have just shown to you. And after that is India, a beautiful nation, I showed you that one. Then certain hotels are there, aeroplane shape is there, Trishul is there, and water garden is there, prayer garden is there, and also I added now that is Mark of David. I just published its important part in this is, I'm not going to tell you everything at this moment because the video shall become too long, and after a long time I've started this, so restarted this. I don't know that I show you. Later on we'll show you. Here in this, I'm just giving you in this worksheet FAR, then it is area and parameter for each building. This is all technical work, and an estimate for this means approximately what cost will be there. Long back I calculated the cost which coming more than 1.25 lakh crores. 1.25 lakh crores, that many couple of months back, but now I think it's more than 1.5 lakh crores and may range in between 1 lakh crores to 2 lakh crores. This is current timing, estimate or anticipation. In future, it shall change depending on price, depending on cost escalation, depending on whatever. In this, square meter is here, approximately it's much more than that, but I can say 2.7 crore. You can count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits. 8 digits you understand very well. 25. 2.7, you may say approximately this shall be around 3 crores square meter. 30 million square meter. Approximately, not exactly I can say that, and concrete shall be 70 lakhs. About 7 million cubic meter of concrete, RCC we call it. And I'll separate areas at this moment. I'm not going to talk about this because there are three elements in this most important element, and one is mentions. And what are mentions? Mentions means many rooms are available in that building for certain purpose. For example, I'm giving you residential buildings, they are multi-story, but this is called mentions. It is just a way you to speak. Around 600 and maybe more. Now it's long back, so it was done. And facilities are around, you can say facilities means whatever facilities are going to do. Then other structure 157 facilities, a carport, you can say shopping complex, you may say nursing home, you can say school, substation. Likewise, considerable buildings are these. So total buildings merely more than 1000 RCC structures, not in joke. It's a small city, or you may call in other terms smart city. In fact, this is it's smart because it's self-content complex. Self-content. Generally, all facilities which a president requires are available. You don't have to go to long distance for buying something or for treatments when someone is sick or for swimming or for whatever. This is, and you can say this is very important part. And there are the structure of roads, complete roads, and there should be structure of services which I've been working currently. I've been working. Now I'll go to other files so that you can see. I'll change this and go to AutoCAD file again. AutoCAD here, and let me come back and see how this is work. AutoCAD here, and there's AutoCAD here. You can see this is a file again, and how my this is working. Just 30 minutes of the problem. Now, my friends, I'm actually interested to tell is what is this town, why it was necessary to think about this. You can see so many drawings are here, small drawings, but these are all large size drawings. And here is, for example, I show you. I says just a minute, please. I am putting in this special buildings which I included in this. For example, here is A, shape A, you can say shape A. Then it is, you may say, other one, shape B, and of course after that is likewise shape C, and you may say then shape D. Means I am putting here for information purpose structures E, F, G, and these are structures here. These are all, you can say, columns, vertical columns, call them columns, and G, H, I, J, K here, K, L, M, N, O, P, likewise Q, R. These are all separate. S are large size buildings. T, U, V, W have taken this way, so for purpose of accommodating people, for making flats or apartments or dwelling units. Then it's also X in the different mode, and Y, X, Y, Z. Just for information, these are well designed, well formulated, no joke, structural, accommodated, and these have been converted to flats. For example, for example, this is one flat. The one flat, this is one servant area, WC or toilet you can call it. This is kitchen you can call it, and remaining left open. Either you can give one room or you can divide into. That's no problem. It depends upon. This is common passage, covered passage here, and here staircase and lifts, elevators. This is, you can say, not simply I'm telling you what this is building and structurally accommodation designed, structural accommodation designed in a way. Movement, for example, I'm writing it MJ 50 mm. What does it mean? You should know. MJ stands for movement joint, and F50 mm means size of movement joint, width of movement joint, and this 100 mm also. There can be more, but it is to accommodate vibrations. In case of seismic action, an earthquake happens or wind action happens, there are chances that there are movements of building. You cannot, there's a limited size, you cannot take more than that. Otherwise, building structures is strained in a way. It is harmful to building, and for that purpose, movement joints are provided in a particular way, so the buildings, that portion only starts, other one remains other way. Means these do not have much stress in that case. I'm just explaining very simple. Means you can say building is not tired when there's action of seismic action, earthquake action, wind action. Building, if it is tired, if it is fatigued, it comes back to original position immediately. It acts like a swing, seesaw, or you can say a kind of jhula, fulcrum. So this is that. For example, MJ means suppose a building is like this, which has no uniform shape. So what we do, we keep this. There are so many. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one, if it is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 buildings in this building. You might say, for example, movement joints are here. I'll show you here. This is movement joint here. Wherever there exist movement joints, you will find twin column here. Here also you can say twin column here and twin column here. Likewise, this is another movement joint. So you see these are shown as Y, but there are 4 buildings in that. One building is here. You can say up to here. One building is up to here. One building is here. These are all separate, but working together structurally and otherwise. That is important point people must know. We cannot say that building should be twisted if movement joints are not placed in. This is that point, but here we are showing exactly it's all on these buildings. I'm just trying to tell you what are prime considerations that have been considered when taken in this case, and that is very, very important. How many minutes have gone? 8 minutes have gone, no problem. Now, another point is, it applies to everyone. Every building is different. There is no symmetry. For example, whatever say, a Lakshmi, we call it, L comes into that. L shape, U shape or A shape, X shape, M shape, I shape. These 5 shapes are placed together. This means there is no symmetry in shape. And that is critical situation I am facing with, because services are challenging. Services are challenging. I cannot just run away from that. Why it is challenging? Most important services in whatever complex remains successful discharge of sewage. If sewage is not successfully discharged, there is no way that someone can stay in that building comfortably. That goes to havoc, epidemics of sewage, and that's why very important part, that is, once sewerage is decided, which I have been doing myself without any support from anyone, because I have not seen any complexes throughout my professional career, and this is something new I am going to introduce. Structures and services. Another point is, coordination of services, external services as well as internal services. Coordination remains too significant. I have not seen engineers even well immersed in coordination on projects. Coordination of services and coordination of disciplinary structures, architecture, etc., always remain too significant for executing, for delivering a successful project. But it doesn't happen. Most important activity is generally missed, and that takes time, that enhances time on project because of lack of coordination. Lack of coordination, and people may ask, what is coordination? Some people may say, they think it's liaison. No, coordination is coordination, no liaison. Every drawing is different, every building is different, everything is different. You have to keep them in a state of properly, functionally working, and before working, production, you can say, execution, you can say. We have to do something on site, because when we say a project is involved, a scheme is involved, naturally it leads to involvement of sites, work areas. It may be civil construction, it can be mechanical construction, it can be electrical or else. All are involved. Mechanicals are involved in factories. Factories are indirectly involved in project. Electrical is also involved in factory workshop. Same way it is involved in project. Civil is directly constructed, and if it is pre-construction, then yard is also involved. Pre-casting yard, pre-testing yard. So nothing is independent. It is extensive one, project one. People may not know, they think on site if shuttering is done and steel is done and concrete is laid, that is project. That is execution of one element. There are so many disciplines involved in buildings, and that is the important part. For example, another one, this is Y series, I can say. That's one Y, this is Y series. Now here, in fact, this is for 16 buildings combined together. You think about that. It is one back to back. Right? Back to back, or you may call whatever way. We have to say, first of all, that circulation within covered area must be very clear. There should no clashing. People should be having complete access in a way, and there should be proper access, vertical access and horizontal access. Vertical access, I say, it is by use of staircases and by use of elevators or lifts. People don't want to use staircases, and that is another problem. So what I have done, I have designed in a different mode. You don't have to run just one. No. You go like this, or this way, or that doesn't matter. You go like this, have a second's rest. 3 seconds rest, then just go a little more. These are all risers, This is the indication of risers. So just 10, then 4, then 4, then 10. Numbers are more. If it's 10 and 10, 20, 20, 28, or 30 in some cases, because riser, which we call vertical height of step, is called riser. It has been capped 125 millimeters or 5 inches, you may say. So it's not difficult for anyone, even for some aged person, to just walk on 5 inch step. It's not 8 inches, it's not 10 inches. So that point has been kept in view for optimum use of space available, and size of lifts are also. And wherever I've located, I have placed in staircase, certainly elevators are there. This is general principle for some standard building. Here, quite good columns are there. Column which would have more strength than necessary, because building should be flexible, it should be wind resistant, it should be seismic resistant, it should be fire resistant. Fire is another point that is always very cumbersome, very challenging in high rise or in multi story structures. I'm not talking about single or double story to the height, because there it may not cost that much for all we can run out. But here, stairs can allow run out gradually, because say for example there's one staircase here. How many flats are there? One, two, or something, three maximum. So 3 means 15%. If suppose 15%, 12-story structure is there, 15 to 12, 180%. 180% go out using this stair. And this is comfortable one. You can use in normal time or you can use in emergency time. It doesn't matter. It will be used for fire, so its walls shall be enclosed. We will not keep them open, because fire, every stair shall be fire resistant. Same way, lifts, it's not brick work or block, it shall be concrete lift, RCC. However, that is far distant talk. I'm just trying to show you first part of this project talks. And for example, here is another one. This is just recently I have done it, and that is, I call it Mark of David. This is, you must have seen this on your some calendars or on your some temples. This type of triangle, which is there, you may say this is a triangle here. This is called equilateral triangle. Angle of each is 6, and 3 angles are the 180 degrees, which is always sum of triangle angles, and one angle. Then another one in the reverse position. This one, this is corner indicating, other corner is this side. So this is hexagon. You can say this is hexagon, not triangle. This is triangle here. So because there are 6 sides, 2 triangles, so there are 6 sides here. Combination of 2 triangles. Hexagon is there, then there are 6 triangles here. 6 triangles here. And this called generally in our country, Bharat, they call it, some people say Ma, some people say Shakti, and also it is called in Israel Mark of David, though I'm not considered that, but actually it is Mark of David, they call it. I call it something else also. It is Mark of Devi. You may say, they write D-A-V-I-D. I say, okay, remove last D, it is D-A-V-I, Devi. Mark of Devi, and we use it for Devi purpose. But those people cannot accept everything. I don't mind about that. Here is no question of acceptance. Question is fact. We should talk of facts. So this is Dhawan. You can yourself see how difficult it is to construct like this, to design like this. And there are so many processes where it is very difficult to take out pipes. For example, here is this triangular portion here. It's very difficult to take out pipes from internal flats, because ducts are outside and sanitary shall be, this side cannot be sanitary where this passes. Only back side of this shall be. So that's one part of this I have shown to you. There is another one. You can see this also, very for kids may like this a kind of symmetry or examples. Airplane, though it's not exactly airplane, but just a view has been taken. This is nose and this is tail and this is internal and the wings, you can say. And here's this is that one. So I have put this part as in part 2, part 1, part 3, part 4, part 5 likewise. However, I'll come back to this one. This is a long discussion, in fact. And same way I have in regards to Bharat Mata, because Bharat Mata is important. And these are buildings actually, it's simply Bharat Mata. These are buildings. You can say this is longer than English letters building. I'm not going to show you everything else, because I don't think that people should know everything. I'm just trying to show you something in a way that I have done at this moment. Because it's not promotion, it's just information. I'm not promoting it, I'm just information. I'm using information to people and to those if they are interested. And just they should know something new is happening on desk, on drying papers, or on drying desk. In fact, there's computers nowadays, but we call it desk. desktop and or laptop. So it's that one. Let me see time, because time is most important. I cannot take very long videos. There's no use of taking very long. Already 30 minutes have been over. No issue. 30 minutes have been over. And because of after 1 month, on 30th day, this video shall be out of here. Facebook has a program that they remove live videos once it is 30 days, and this URL which I'm going to put in, it shall not be available after 30 on 29th of January. It shall be out, and before that I have to download also for purpose to upload on YouTube, because problem is I can directly give on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't have any facility for screen share. Here is a facility on OBS that I'm using this intermediate program OBS, and Open Broad software OBS is called. No problem at all for me, but you must have seen many such videos. And here is E, this is E like this, E like this, and E like that. And also there is another one. Yes, I'll come back to this one. Here is Om, for example. You may call it, I'm not talking any religion, I'm talking all. This is Om shape here, and this is Om shape, and this is pistol shape, you can say. Pistol shape, actually it's something for bachelors to stay in, like guest houses these are. And you can say twisted shape, but movement joints are available. This is T shape, you can say T shape here. And this is something that based on which we can say we are taking references, and it's all this swastika star, this is swastika there, this swastika, and it's like twinkling stars, and it's open here, and this is pistol shape again actually. Now you can say this Y shape I was shown to you in this case, and this is twinkling star, and here is your very powerful worshipable weapon, you may call it, or you may call it whatever it is. You may call it weapon, you may call it whatever. It is called three noses, three pins, or trishul. This is this is weapon portion here. This indicates that one, and this is back rod, which is held by whoever uses it. So I have given shape in that direction, that this is Trishul. It's not alone, there's combination of each other. I'll show you later on one by one when I go to other every time I have to show you something. But problem is on OBS and on Facebook, if I am using these two programs, the programs for this relay, live relay, we cannot open in same talk more than one AutoCAD drawing, more than one Excel drawing. That's why today I say, okay, I'll open one, that is AutoCAD. This is complete details of each element of building, and in other one case, that is Excel, I'm giving some accounts. I can take more from other softwares, but I'm not interested in that. Important part is I've been working for a couple of months, you can say, since since October or November last year, not this year. Since October, I think October or September, something like that. I've been working on Power of Sol before this. Power of Sol, and you must have seen many postings of Power of Sol as live as on Facebook, which I got many drawings, hundreds and hundreds of drawings are there indicating your oracle size. And here is township design size. I started comprising long back, but again I started now because it was forgotten. In fact, I forgot that one. I have what to do, my work shall go waste, this and that. But I started again, and now I have put in a proper way. Structural orientation is there, architectural orientation is there, services orientation is. I've been working now on sewerage system, and which is very complicated all time. If buildings symmetrical, there is no problem. If buildings are not symmetrical in a group, it always poses problem because sewage flows on its own. It doesn't flow based on some, you can say, pumping system or whatever else. And it always gives offensive smell, which is a point of consideration. We have to be serious about that. That is very, very important part. But no problem. It is time you have to use, and you can say here both sides I have put in apartments or flats here on both sides of rod of Trishul, you can say. Means you might not have seen such buildings anywhere on globe. The first time it's going to happen this way. A city with multi-level buildings, with facilities and long and many buildings, you can say. And here you may say it's beauty of our country that people from various faiths reside here. They are not residents, they are citizens of this country, and that aspect has been kept in mind. That aspect has been kept in mind, which is very, very important one for everybody to be serious about that. And that point is really, you may say, I started this long back, but doesn't matter long back or no back. This is time. Time teaches everybody. And in fact, I added so many structures in this. If you think about that time when I was doing manually during 90s, those were, onto that those details I've added a lot. For example, I put on computers. That's very important. Last time when I did in 90s, was doing in 92 or something, some year. It is using ball pen and graph papers and drawing, etc., drawing paper, and then taking out pins, etc., etc. And you can say this time I'm doing in a way that my involvement must be there in a proper way. Whatever we do, that should be functional. It should not result in that, oh, this is rain, water is accumulating, flood is coming. No. In this case, it will not happen because I am concentrating on all building services, external as well as internal. If your complex cannot contain something, some service in a proper way, I would say then it is not a proper complex. Some service was not well designed, and not only well designed but also not well coordinated. Coordination is very significant part. Currently I am doing it myself. There's no one to help me, no problem. But in case, I'm not saying this is starting, in case I'm not sure, because so far I have put many postings, many drawings on Facebook, but people do not respond. Maybe they don't have that access. However, it doesn't matter, access or no access, that's not my headache. My headache is to do something for this country and for all world. And I'm going to do that, no issue. And I am feeling happy that I'm getting required strength from universe, from nature. Sometimes I feel I'm tired, but when I start doing that, it seems that fatigue is released automatically from body, and that's really important part in this case. And also, always I cannot boast, but important part is we have to be serious, and that's really important. We have to be serious in this case, and that seriousness comes from your own contribution, your own involvement. I'm sorry, maybe many of you shall like to see my face. Of course it is cold, and I was putting this cap for purposes. No issue if you don't mind. It's, I think, how many degrees? Now it is 17 degrees. It's not very good weather until 30th December. I thought in 2025, we should get some introduction to people. I've been doing, August, I think August, September, October, November. I did not put any video because of reasons I was first uploading and downloading both. And out of 2000 videos I have, you may not believe it, but I have got since 2019 more than 2000 videos, around 2000 videos on my disk. These videos all were removed by Facebook. Some are on YouTube only, but I downloaded them through my IT person and put them on a disk. I paid a considerable amount to that person. Of course, I'm not getting anything, but doesn't matter. This is my work. I did not allow to go it waste. Around 2000 videos are there of various subjects, various topics, national, international, engineering, quality, soul, numbers, like that. You must have seen them on Facebook, on elsewhere. Those videos around 2000 and around 800 I have already put on YouTube, more than 800, because of memory problem, because of I don't have that much memory. I don't have unlimited. It is limited memory. Because of finance, I cannot buy everything. If the project starts, then it will be a different issue. This project is not only my dream. I think it should be a dream for every good person in this country, and not only in this country but also in other countries, because here every faith is involved, nation is involved, world is involved on this scheme. That's why I have given name India town or city, or Bharat Shahar, you may say, whatever you can say, it's up to you. In beginning I gave India because India is most beautiful country. भारत सबसे सुंदर है पूरी दुनिया में. सुंदरता का मतलब बिल्डिंगों की इससे नहीं है, भारत सोसाइटी से है, सोसाइटी ऑफ दिस कंट्री, ऑफ कोर्स, which has been always very attractive, good. Of course, there are political reasons that frictions always happen. I'm not going into that direction because politics means राजनीति. आजकल की पॉलिटिक्स राजनीति ना रह के राज अनीति हो गई है. कुछ लोग माइंड करेंगे इस बात को, बेशक कीजिए, मुझे इस बात से कोई चिंता नहीं है. राजनीति का मतलब कुछ और होता है जो मैं नहीं जानना चाहता ना कहना चाहता हूँ. आपको लोगों की सेवा करनी है, उसके आप राजा है. राजनीति का मतलब क्या है? ऐसी नीतियाँ बनाएं जो आपके लोगों के, देश के लोगों के और दूसरे विश्व के लोगों के भी काम आए. वो नीतियाँ होती हैं राजनीतियाँ. ये नहीं कि मुझे तो पोस्ट पे बैठना है और पोस्ट ही संभालनी है, मेरे को सारी ज़िंदगी ये पोस्ट संभाली. अगर कोई नेता ऐसा है दुनिया में तो मैं उसको नेता मानता ही नहीं. आप क्या किसी गद्दी के लिए पैदा हुए? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है, आप किसी गद्दी के लिए पैदा नहीं हुए, आप लोगों की सेवा करने के लिए पैदा हुए. और मैं इनडायरेक्टली सेवा कर रहा हूँ, मैं राजनेता नहीं हूँ, लेकिन सेवा तो सबका अधिकार है, कोई भी कर सकता है. लोगों को समझाना, ऐसी चीज़ बनाना जो पहले ना देखी हो, ये भी तो सेवा है ना. इफ़ यू आर नॉट सीन एनीथिंग लाइक दिस बिफोर एनीवेयर. I still remember the Y-shaped building in Delhi, somewhere in ITO, behind ITO. But that was just one building. But question is not shape. Question is, what is your consideration behind that? So thinking behind that. Thinking is good structure, harmony among people, and involvement of all faiths and others. For example, I've taken Father Gandhi. It has nothing to do with this faith. I've taken, for example, sun, moon, sky, sun, moon, stars. The West faith is involved. It is universe, solar system. It means it is you may say it imports various letters from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saying. Where is faith in that? Faith is one part, existence in other part, and I will keep on adding more and more. If something goes successful, if something goes fruitful and constructive, question is not who earns how much. Question is what is produced. Quality is very important part for me because quality levels have dropped everywhere all over world. You may say I got ISO 9. I don't care if you got ISO 9000. If you are failing in quality, there is no meaning of ISO 9000 or else. Quality should speak. Students do not know anything. From whatever university you are, whatever institution you are, you say I got 95% marks in my schools, but you don't know anything about that. If your question is raised, it doesn't come answer. I don't care for that. You may have 95% marks or you have 45% marks. If you know something, that is important test. Your marks would not give anything if you can't do anything. So simple. Engineer who comes from university, oh, I am IIT, I am this and I am that. It doesn't matter to me because IIT is not answer. University is not answer. Answer is your capacity, your capability. That's the most important for me. If a civil engineer is there, electrical and mechanical, so I am from IIT, I am from there, I am from USA, okay, fine, you are welcome. This gate is for you. You are given entry in a welcome way, but you have to work successfully. I don't care how much you are earning. I care what you are delivering. That is important. If you cannot give quality, you are useless. If you cannot give quantity, you are useless. Quantity and quality should be there together simultaneously. And that's why I have been stressing on coordination. Coordination and quality are linked together. Try to understand. I did write quality in title, but this project goes to that place. This project means quality. It's not that I put concrete, I get this much money. No, I'm not concerned with money. Money is involved. Everybody is involved. But if this building does not work, money goes waste. Promoter gets money. But what's function of public? What's function of customer? If when he opens door and something falls, my cousin told me, oh, we opened door and some plaster dropped. So that quality is not required. If civil engineer doesn't work, no one can work in this world. Remember, civil engineer, those people don't know, I don't know why. Without civil engineer, no one can be successful. Civil engineer means not body, person, work. Work tells you what level of engineer is. Treatment tells what level of doctor is. Delivery to public of required services tell what sort of government it is. It's for everybody. A person, if he runs from responsibility, he says, no, this man did like this, and that's, whoever did like that, you are responsible. Your foreman did wrong, your surveyor did wrong, your estimator did wrong, but you are responsible engineer, you are responsible, and that's it. A doctor cannot say, my nurse did not do that. If doctor says that, that person is not doctor. That person is not engineer. This is my challenge to everybody. If you cannot give quality, your certification has got no value. Even your degree has got no value. You may be PhD, it doesn't matter. If you cannot deliver PhD to people, what's function of your PhD? It applies to everybody. Universe has to change, universe has to think. People are just busy in making money every day, all over the world. Construction is acceptable, destruction is not acceptable. If I can't get quality, what's the meaning of work? Whatever work, even in kitchen, on sweeping and safety, everywhere. That part we have to keep in mind. And if we can't keep that part in mind, there is no meaning of anything else. 25 is going. 2025 is going. Okay. What is coming? 26, 27. These tell something. Control year is going. Material control. Material work year is coming. Material tension year is coming. I'm just involving something about my understanding. We have to check, we have to think. Now what's happening? All are behind money. All promoters, all shopkeepers, all factories, all online traders, all are behind money, and on top of everyone, politicians, whom I call Arajiti, Raj Aniti people, anti-political people, I call them all over the world. They are politicians, but I say anti-political. Anti-political, they are interested only in their own, all over the world, not only in this country, everywhere. No one is politician because politics is service. But you may feel it bad, but fact cannot be denied. Engineering means fact. Engineering का मतलब क्या है? सच्चाई, fact. इंजीनियरिंग सच्चाई पे चलती है, इंजीनियरिंग झूठ पे नहीं चलती है। पर झूठ का तो बोलबाला है आजकल। जो झूठ ना बोले वो अच्छा लगता है ना लोगों को। मोबाइल पे देख लीजिए झूठ बोल रहे हैं, हाँ घंटों बोल रहे हैं, लेक्चरों में देख लीजिए झूठ बोल रहे हैं सब लोग। बड़े से बड़ा नेता झूठ के बिना तो शायद रोटी हजम नहीं होती उसकी। मैं किसी की बुराई पर्सनल लेवल पे नहीं कर रहा, हम भी हैं, सब उसी थाली के चट्टे बट्टे हैं। मुश्किल से 1-2% लोग होंगे, हार्डली 1 or 2% people, maybe they are all over world, who are not liars, but they suffer because lie means shortcut, mislead and get money, but they do not know what is economy. And that's what I would tell. When say smart project, smart city, what it is? It's material. What is city construction? Material. It is resource. Without material, no one can work. Material, what material? Natural material as well as human transformed material. I'm saying transform, not produce. We cannot produce anything. We use cement, we use steel, we use concrete, we use this and we use that. From where it comes? From nature. From where concrete comes? We mix concrete, but we do not produce materials or ingredients that are used. Aggregate we call Rudy in Hindi. Aggregate, sand aggregate or coarse aggregate and fine aggregate. Cement means lime and lime salt. Earth we use means soil we use. What is soil? Can you make soil? No one can make soil. People say, oh, it is soil, it's nothing. But without soil you cannot stand. If soil doesn't exist or rock doesn't, where shall you stay? So most important is nature, universe, Brahmand. But we don't respect. Tell me, if earth does not give you anything, how can you survive? Can you survive? We have to think this way. Economy is very elementarily natural. If nature gives you nothing, you cannot say we have economy. It was agriculture economy. Now go and see in our sides, countrysides and villages, all areas of fields is being converted to useless types of buildings. Farmers are not working on their own. They are not working for crops. They are working for selling. Sell all plots. Get money, buy good car, buy good this and that. That's happening. Means our economy is drastically falling, in fact. We are not an industrial country anymore. We are not factory country anymore. We are not productive country anymore. And without production, our cities are useless. Our villages are useless. Our people are useless. We are just left traders. Take something from here and sell something there and get margin. This means mar, nothing else. I'm sorry to say, but my thinking is different. Economy is not a subject, it is nature. If you cannot maintain nature, you cannot do anything. My body is a part of nature. Earth is nature. Dharti Mata. Why we call Mata? Because it gives us food. Why we call Srishti Mata? It gives us sun. It gives us rain. It gives everything. So we have to think in a different, just forget economy for time being and think of improvement of everything. If you improve everything, keep it safe, economy shall automatically shine. But what's happening now? No, we forget quality. We only believe in quality, which is not required for people, but quantity is required. People, oh, quality, oh, 19, 20, no problem. Let go. There is no problem for people because they are taught like that. And it's not only here, it's all over. I have seen many people. I work with more than 50, 60 nationalities, and generally they think that way. Means if you do something, hide it, something is wrong, and do your way. It happened. I was working in Amsalal in Doha. It was, I think, 1987, 86. I was working on a school, building construction, boys preparatory school. Of course, big school at that time, RCCA. What happened? There was a Palestinian general foreman, Palestine, which is, you know very well now. By chance, one column was forgotten. for assembly hall, workshop. One column during work means they missed one column. Then it was discovered somehow. I was in charge of that site. They were worried what to do. That general foreman, I will not take name, it's not good. He was very mature. He suggested me, Mr. Suraj, we do one thing. What? I start column from plinth beam. I was laughing. You know, plinth beam, above foundations, there's a plinth beam always to cover building. I can start from here. He thought that I would accept that. I was not consultant, I was a staff member of contractor. I said, do it. Don't do from plinth, from below. Do it, okay? Don't talk nonsense. Means if I'm a contractor, means if something is wrong, you should accept. Means if I don't have my legs, can I walk? If you have missed something, okay, it's fine. You have missed. Mistakes are acceptable. But don't do another mistake on a mistake. It's a kind of lie. You forgot, okay, you did a mistake. Now you want to lie. If somebody asks you, yeah, I've done it, you'll say. This foundation will say. This is not acceptable. Not to me, to everybody. But people accept it. Oh, no problem, we will arrange, we will manage. Somebody says, oh, this structure will not fall, this will take force, that will do. This is called rubbish quality. You should not do that. That's what I'm saying. Quality and coordination are always very important. In those days, there were no computers, nothing was there, but work was going on. However, I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm just trying to say what is quality and what is construction, what is design. I don't want to copy any design. I will think myself. Thinking is best exercise, best activity in life. If you can think, you are near universe. You are near Srishti. Because if you think, Srishti always feels happy. Oh, my person is working for me. If you don't think, oh, do it and leave it and we'll see. You can never be with Srishti and Srishti can never be with you. Universe can never be with you. Never and ever. We'll kick you up, get off from here. You are disturbing everything. You are destroying my material. Whose material is this? Who is owner? Who is owner of earth? Tell me. Governments are owner. Who is owner? Universe is owner. If you are doing something, whatever you do in this world, using material, using human resources, you are not working for yourself. Though you may call my promoter is honor, my company is honor, but real honor is who is giving you material. Human is also material. I am material because if I don't, who is given me? Nature has given me birth. My soul, my body, material, resources, other persons, whatever is there, we take, excavate, we mine material and get out. Required material, useful material. So we have to be very careful. We cannot simply say no. No is not acceptable. Quality is a must. And that's why I want to do something very special in this world. My country is now going in the wrong direction, I know. My country politically, industrially, and engineering wise and medical wise is moving in the wrong direction. We have to stop it. It doesn't matter how much we are not wrong. You have to take food. But people should get benefit. If everything is going in wrong direction, you shall also be in wrong direction. And then what is purpose of engineer? What is purpose of a doctor? What is purpose of a scholar? What is purpose of university? What is purpose of institution? These are all your rubbish. What is purpose of court? It takes 20 years, 15 years for delivering judgment. Is this quality, you think? If work is done in 2 years or 1 year and court takes so much for a small case, is it quality? Is judge experienced one? Is lawyer experienced one? If you meet a lawyer of 25 years experience, how many cases got done? If you judge, how many decisions is delivered? Where is quality? Where is experience? This means they just move on files. Same thing happens in ministries, and this is not in this country, generally everywhere. We are masters of that. We are doctors of bad quality. We are doctors of all anti-people. All. Because in our country, politician means one who's crooked one. Honest person cannot be politician in this country. Hard-working person cannot be politician in this country. talking talking lot and lot for a couple of hours is called politicians, and I call it bad politicians. Unrajniti. Sorry, this talk is not for that purpose, but because it is linked to quality, it is linked to performance, and that's what I have to say. Of course, they can go against me. Let them go. I no problem. How many years I have to live? I'm already 70. So let them kill me. If they want to kill me, no problem. But I have to face God. Who is my boss? My boss is not this country's prime minister or president or Trump or whosoever is there involved. My boss is there. Same boss. The same boss is boss of all others. So I should not worry. No one is permanent on earth. We are all in transit. So why should I worry about bad acts? Why should I think of doing bad material? No. And that's what I'm thinking. Money is required, but not that we all should go behind money all the time. Why? Tell me, can you take money with you? Can you take good building with you? What can you take with you? Your body cannot go with you. Forget everything else. So improve your thoughts. Start thinking. Don't follow always. If something is wrong, speak clearly, this is wrong, if you have courage. Ultimately, what shall happen? Your job shall go, that's all. But next job shall be same. One time can come, oh, everybody doesn't accept this, what to do? So they will come to lines. However, it's already 1 hour, I think, yes? So, maybe you feel, oh, what nonsense I'm talking. Yes, I always talk nonsense. Be careful. If you want to listen to me, you have to be open-minded. I can speak anything but within limits. Because I think bad is bad, wrong is wrong, false is false. Means you can stay and say false statement, they accept. You can't prove. Function of all institutions are over. There's one thing, money, money, money and money. And that's it. Nobody bothers about knowledge. Nobody bothers about facts. Because job is more important than quality. Job is more important than else. What's the purpose of going to worship? No use. If you can't worship your work. Bad quality, bad work means where is worship? You are doing bad worship. You cannot do bad worship. You will get bad results. However, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you and talk again. And it's just started 25 because this is 30th and part 1 today. It is just introduction 1. I'll come back and talk to you later on. I think by that time you should excuse me. And I have to be with you later on. I'll stop streaming now.